8BitMan U, 9 Super Pie versus Alandis. This is a heck of a top 8, and we are getting started immediately. 8BitMan U hopping right into it.
Yeah. Mega Man, Rob, not a matchup you see too often, to be honest. I mean, you see Rob, but you don't particularly see a lot of Mega Man. But when you do, they're all experts. Like, Mega Man is kind of like Sonic, where every one of them that plays has studied this character extensively.
And you're already seeing this, like the low percent combos that Mega Man has are really good with projectiles, but the problem is that Mega Man has a little bit of trouble dealing with disjoints, and 8BitMan's Nair is eating his projectiles alive right now. Great snipe with the Leaf Shield right there, forcing 8BitMan high. Gets down with the Nair, though. Another Leaf Shield combo. This big body character might be some struggles ahead.
Definitely. But I mean, at the same time, even though it's a big body character and the combos are there, like, just the fact that you can kind of invalidate part of Mega Man's tools by the fact those projectiles get eaten by the Nair is just so important. It's going to make it just so different for Mega Man to have to kind of approach him and define kills.
In addition, 8BitMan's got that little secret reflector in the back pocket. Those rotor arms, we usually see him killing off the side, but they may very well kill anywhere if he catches one of Mega Man's forward smashes or any of those projectiles if he gets the reflect.
Who is it a secret to? What do you mean? I thought we all knew about it.
Everybody forgets until they immediately get knocked away by it.
This is called PTSD of an Olimar main. We never forget. I'm just like, oh, yeah, I might die. It's possible. Ooh, are you making back? You are. Barely does it. I thought 8BitMan scouted that out. He moved back as if he knew the roll was coming, but didn't pull the trigger.
Looks like that dash grab was just a little bit off. Agreed right there. Getting stuck with the crash bomb. Has to shield, and then the aerial right there by you. Good cross up right there, forcing 8BitMan low, trying for the down air once, twice, but great delay by 8BitMan. His recovery with Rob is absolutely phenomenal. Even online, he managed to use up every ounce of his fuel. No fear.
Yeah. I can't believe there was a neutral get up, to be honest. I'm not doing a neutral get up versus that particular move. What a recovery by you, almost taking the stock. We're going to go down for a down air. We are not close. The back air not hitting with the killing blow and losing to a back air by the opponent. What a turn of events.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those turnarounds off stage. It looked like 8BitMan fell out of used back air and then just got back aired for it. You got to love those turnarounds where it's like, oh, my move didn't work properly and I died for it. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah, easy. How are you going to close out? Is that going to... No. 8Bit getting out.
Down air, though. It's so hard for 8BitMan to dodge. He can go ahead and shimmy down there all he wants, but eventually you just going to keep throwing them hard knuckles, and one of them's going to get him.
I mean, to be honest, you low-key deserve that. You can fly. You don't even have to recover on that side of the stage. The fact that you were challenging your opponent says, you know what, I'm so much better that I can make it back, and you can't stop me. You know, you're in top 8, baby. You're not allowed to do that, okay? And you made him pay for it.
We're seeing you actually fall back to try to keep 8BitMan out. It feels like he's just more and more willing to give up space and try to play a little bit of a zoning game, but 8BitMan being super aggressive. A couple of nairs trying for that up air to finish it, trying for the side beat, and the rotor arms gets it, but Mega Man's heavy weight coming in clutch.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic down air coming in right there. Yeah. I mean, 8-Bit's just really running away with this. I want to say bit by bit, no pun intended, but just tick for tack, a little bit of a combo. Generally, it's this first hit that matters so much because 8BitMan keeps getting like 50 or 60 off of one hit. Fortunately for you right there, got out of there with that up B.
Also feels like Yu's having a lot of trouble finishing his plate off the edge. We've seen twice now you go off stage trying to finish 8BitMan, and twice he gets a reversal. It's always heartbreaking right there, but he's going up for it again. Double back here, can't quite connect. 8BitMan goes super high, trying to use up all of his fuel, and he lands for free. Yu used every single bit of his resources and just could not punish Rob.
It was just so hilarious because 8-Bit was in disguise for about a year, and you never did anything to actually go up there. It was forward air, back air, where are you? It's like, just throw the tornado up there. Pray. You know, maybe you hit it and get the stop, maybe you force an air dodge, but at least 8-Bit has to actually do something other than just up here.
Back here actually going to clip it that time. 8BitMan looks like he jumped at the end of it, changed up his angle, and results in a premature death. But you, 131%. There's so much right now that he has to do to bring this back. Tries the double back here, but good platform positioning by 8BitMan. And
yeah, now I don't really know what... Well, you can't do anything. I was going to say, I don't know what you really can do at this point to bring it back. You know, Mega Man's not particularly a kind of explosive character. You know, you're not going to see a ton of combos. You're not going to see a stock taken at 40 or 50%. So it's really a tick for tat, kind of keeping your opponent out, overwhelming them. But Rob has up close frame data, a reflector, and a nair that's just saying, hey, I don't care about these pellets that everyone else is concerned about. So really difficult when you're behind.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Mega Man's not one of those characters that's going to get a grab and deal you 60 damage. He's very much a character that likes to play and then win neutral. The problem is that 8BitMan was just breaking down neutral so frequently, forcing you into uncomfortable ledge trapping situations, and every single time, whenever he got those pressure spots, 8BitMan came out on top.
Definitely. We'll see what adjustments are made. I don't know, maybe it's going to be a character switch, which probably not going to happen. Rarely does a Mega Man main ever switch characters.
True.
But, I don't know, maybe a different stage. Maybe you go for a battlefield. I don't know, where at least then if Rob approaches you with Nair, they either have to be horizontally with you, and you might be able to challenge with a forward air, or they have to be above you where there's a platform and you can maybe do an up air. Of course, those stages could be banned, and you still have to worry about the mix-up that Rob has, because Rob's good on pretty much every character. I mean, every stage, where they want to keep you out on final or kind of juggle you with platforms.
True. I like the idea of juggling with the up air, though. It feels like Rob has a bit of a blind spot underneath him, that down air being so slow. So I could very well see Mega Man getting a ton of benefit from one of those platform stages. Perhaps Battlefield, perhaps Yoshi's, if we really want to go ahead and be a little bit saucy. But yeah, I really don't know here. You feels like he has a game plan. It just felt like the execution wasn't there properly. If one of those reversals off stage goes his way, maybe we're looking at a completely different game one.
Definitely true. I'm not doing Yoshi's personally. I don't like exploding off the top just because I sneezed a little bit hard. My opponent was there. It's a rough life. It's a rough life. What can I say?
I mean, live by the dank job, live by the jank, die by the jank. Am I right though?
Maybe. I actually had a conversation with Hazmat, and he said we played in Brawl at some event like 6 or 7 years ago, and he said I was doing well, and then Delfino, I got stuck on the ground and I lost my stock due to the stage. And when it happened, you looked at me and said, you chose the stage. So it was like it was your counter pick. So I don't know. I'm like no jank. No jank, please. Let's just play it out.
Well, Battlefield does appear to be the pick, so yeah, no Yoshi's here, going with the standard triplat arrangement, and that up air may very well make 8BitMan's life quite difficult. Also, look at the leaf shield poking just below the edge, making it difficult for 8BitMan to grab it. Jab pressure, continuing this ledge situation right now, you looking super good.
Clean. 8-Bit is trying to get off the stage, but you are in jail, and you haven't paid bail quite yet. Turn the tides, going for that rotor arm.
Did Crash Bomber? Oh no, barely. You just managed to make it back with the air dodge.
Really good throwing out the up tilt. Even though that didn't connect, I do like the confidence. I don't think we saw a single up tilt thrown out last game. If we did, I missed it. It was really, really few. Mm-hmm. So just the fact that you have the confidence now just says that, you is kind of in a different mental place, and that's really good to see right now.
Yeah, it was great shield pressure, too. Whenever 8BitMan's shield is getting super low, Mega Man can just go ahead and pressure with up tilt, deal a ton of shield damage, and threaten the break.
Yeah. Could you imagine the shield break Xanadu stream? That'd be wild.
Let's go. One way to start top 8, baby. 8BitMan back at edge. You just trying something. The gyro messes him up, actually turns him around and gives him access to his stronger aerial. So perhaps a bit of an unfortunate situation where 8BitMan's ally just goes ahead and gives his enemy access to the tools needed to get that early kill.
That's the ally that's just way too nice. Like, you get in a fight and they're like, stop it, you're hurting them. Stop, let me help you up. Let me get you some band. Like, no, you're on my team. Stop it. 8BitMan does manage to tie it up, though. Only taking 25%, not too bad, especially because Rob's a bit on the heavier side. No Bowser, but definitely a lot heavier than a Mario.
Both these characters are a little bit chunky, too.
Yeah. The metal is just so heavy, All the characters that are supposed to be huge, they're just like, maybe not. But when it comes to metal, they're like, nah, you got some weight to you, all right?
It doesn't make any sense. Like, just Zero Suit and Mega Man and Rob are just like, okay, these characters, I could definitely see them being, like, upper middleweight. No, they're heavies? Okay. Yeah, sure. These zoners need that. They need to stick around a little longer.
That's the name of Sakurai's game, apparently. That's how he saw it, and that's how he made it. What a punish by 8-Bit. Oh, you thought you were going to punish the side B? Well, let me move and whiff punish you for missing. That is just so rough, and you're already at 32% on your last stock. This looks familiar if you watch last game.
8BitMan just manages to get that one little opening, steal a stock early, and run away with it. We are seeing just getting a couple trades. He doesn't need to go ahead and overextend right now. You can go ahead and get these back airs that around 110 will not kill. A couple of these projectile trades, well, 8BitMan will just allow it to happen, fire off his own gyro or laser.
Yeah. Had to have been the weakest up tilt I've seen in my life. Doesn't manage to take the stock off in a better position, even though you is trailing by a ton. Really, maybe 15-20% away from dying to 8BitMan. You know, it's not above 100%. Last game, you was at above 100%. 8 was still at 0, was looking really, really rough. It's looking plausible now. Maybe not likely, but plausible that you brings us back. And right now, doing a fantastic job of trying to do just that.
This is exactly what he needs. Keep 8BitMan's pressure. Don't let him just go ahead and up B back to center stage for free. Whenever he's in the corner, he just has to keep the pressure up. If 8BitMan gets center stage, I feel like that is the beginning of the end. Already 128%, but 64 for 8BitMan. Perhaps the weight disparity here is going to start factoring in just a wee bit.
Maybe. And you're talking about the stage control. 8-Bit took center stage. Also, 8-Bit looking a little desperate. Either that or a missed input, because that forward smash was just really out of nowhere. And it did not connect, and now it's getting a little scary. 89 up tilt with this much rage, I think would take it from you if you finds that mark, which you can do with the gear. Oh, I thought we were gonna see it. I thought we were gonna see it up tilt off the top. That would have been crazy.
Now another one of these pressure spots gets the trumpet. He messes up the back air, instead rising with a neutral air instead of a back air. So 8BitMan gets back to center stage. The second back air, is that going to take it from center stage? No, not quite. 8BitMan gets a chance to recover. He's going low. You has a chance to go ahead and close out with a hard knuckle. Goes for one, goes for two, misses, and the forward smash misses too. So we're back to neutral.
The grab to kill. I don't know if you is aware of that. But right now, if 8-Bit just finds it, the grab right here, that is game GG's. 8BitMan fully aware, just completely ready, and using intangibility on the grab so that the bomber wouldn't be an issue.
As soon as you called it, he just ran forward saying, I have one thing on my mind. I know what the percentages are. I know what my win condition is. Let's go ahead and move on to the next round in bracket.
Yeah, it's one of those things where once you're kind of throwing out so many attacks back and forth, you're like, I got a shield, I got a shield, I got a shield. And then furthermore, the fact that the crash bomber was on 8-Bit gives you kind of a false insecurity. Oh, they have to shield. They can't fight me right now. Otherwise, they're going to lose. They're going to be off stage. But no, 8-Bit said, hey, it's not going to blow up right away. Going to get the grab. Going to be intangible. Going to take the game. 2-0 8-Bit. And that was a beautiful ending.
You know what one of the really good things that Rob can do too that scares me at that kind of percent and even a lot lower? Rob is not a particularly fast character, so you don't expect him to just run up to you and grab. What you expect him to do is run up and down tilt, a move that you have to shield and then SDI out. So if he's going to go ahead and dash up to you, typically it's a good way to force you in shield and force you to try to respond with that kind of a defensive option rather than an offensive one. Ain't too many characters that can outbox Rob's down tilt. So right there, 8BitMan knows what to do. He knows this got his opponent conditioned to shield. Goes ahead and takes that dub.
Definitely. So kudos to 8-Bit. It was getting a little hairy at times. You know, the percent was trickling up, and all of a sudden you're in kill range. It's a last stock, last hit scenario, despite the fact you were up by, I think it was 91, 92%, something crazy. But good job on you, trying to, fight their way through. Unfortunately, if you are a U fan, 8BitMan is the victor of that game and continuing in the bracket. While you still can do it, just gonna have to do it from the bracket of alternate success, as J-Dog likes to say.
Yeah, losers quarterfinals. We don't quite have the losers side of our bracket filled out yet, so we're not sure who